Are in the world today. I hope you're absolutely fantastic. If you watched yesterday's video, you'll see the power of patience and the reason for it. We also spoke about confirming the market structure, and this is all pretty much the result of what we discussed yesterday. Here's another great example to tell you about the power behind the kill zone. All right, so that red line on the GAN tool is something that I use to protect my trades and to protect my sanity. So basically, I won't open up a trade until price has broken that threshold. All right. And here's a great reason or a great reminder as to why that is the case. Trading View, come on, buddy. I know you can do better than this. Trading View, come back. All right. So this is what I'm talking about. The strategy, the rule set, working with the markets, it's best to follow a system. All right. So one of the rules for us is not to open up a trade if it's behind this red line. The reason is because you can have fake outs and breakouts and all that kind of stuff that still needs to happen to anchor the price in correctly before it makes its next move. I Yeah, let me just finish that point off by saying the power of patience is then backed up with solid reasoning instead of just hoping that when you buy something, it's just going to go up, and you hoping that's going to go up some more, and then that's not patience. That's blind hope. The power in true patience is knowing when and why and how. All right. So let's move on. I'm pretty sure this is a confirmed turning point. Turning point 1 is in quadrant 1 of the next cycle, so that makes sense. The time forecast, I'm going to keep the same GAN tool scaling as last time. I'll get back to that in a second. The oscillator is now switched and down. Okay, so that oscillator was still open yesterday. Now it's switching. It's a confirmation that there's a turning point. The price forecast we'll get back to in a second, and support and resistance we can't. Actually, we can. We can kind of get an idea of what's happening next. So basically, what I'm watching for is whether price comes down here, which it hasn't. Okay, so we know that we're not going to see a turning point along that support line. See whether or not it meanders down this 1/1, which is not a bad option, or if it takes the ugly route and goes down there. So basically, it's either this line or the one above that we're watching for. So let me just highlight those real quick. That one or this. I'm just thinking of where to go to next. Let's continue through the structure. All right, so from a price forecast perspective, where price is already formed, we're not going to see that price is obviously going to form the high or low behind where it's already formed. From a trend perspective, I'm still thinking it's a downtrend. So that would look like this. Okay, because we're going to have a lower low form. I suppose with that being said, because it's not nominated one of these two lines going down, the support resistance that the mouse is on or the one next to it, then the two that it's chosen is suggesting that we're going to have an uptrend and then take it from there. So for that reason, and we're not going to say that price is going to form above there, and it's not going to form below there. Okay, that's our recent low. So this becomes our target zone. So I'm not really going to put the target zone until I see it commit to a support and resistance line, because I would like to see where about it's destined to land up. basically looking for a travel somewhere within this region, just to make it clear if it hasn't been made clear already. Okay, I spoke about the oscillator time forecast. Support and resistance is going to play a big role here. Whether or not the turnaround point is here or there or there or there or there all depends over the next day as to which dominant line it's dedicated itself to move along. As you can tell, this high didn't break recent high, and this low didn't break the recent low. So, strictly speaking, we are in a downtrend still. And again, market structure, we're still quite early in on the first quadrant. So price needs to get across the board to anchor itself in a nice position before it moves on out again. So yeah, that's pretty much the findings for the time being. Am I going to trade this trade on the 2-hour chart, so the 128 chart on Bitcoin? Not at this time. I think it's still early in. Just got to wait for those confirmations. Am I going to trade this trade on the lower time frames? Hells, yes, I will. Reason being is because my AI is now forecasting and it's making accurate forecasts one after another. So I'm really excited right now because the beta testing is doing super, super well. And I can quite honestly say that the feeling is surreal. So I'll be trading this on the lower time frames, the faster moving time frames, and let this higher time frame work itself out and check in on it tomorrow. All right. So until then, guys, have a good one. Ciao for now.